Tiny, you think, how can he possibly breathe through that? A little nose, you know. There was one thing in particular that he did. He had a big bowl of M&Ms, like, so he had thousands of packets in this massive bowl, and I can't remember what colour it was, but there was definitely one colour had to be taken out, which we found really odd, because he said, no, I don't want any of that colour.
Today, Lauren is in good health. The memories of Michael's visit are still etched on her mind.
There you go. Let's go.
When Michael talked to me about my illness and my cancer and treatment and being really positive, he made me feel so good. I went away feeling extra positive and felt really good that somebody that famous could even like talk to me and talk that nicely and say how positive things. It just made me feel great, really.
Back in London, Michael had one last appointment in his diary before flying back to the States, a shopping trip to Harrods.
We wanted to see the memorial that Mohammed built, created for Diana and Dodi. So we went down the escalator and he stood there and there was silence and he was so sad. Michael loved Diana and he was a good friend of Dodi. And I think it was the first time that he saw this memorial. It was a very touching moment. I looked into his face and yeah, he just stood there, and Mohammed was also very, very sad. I had long conversations with Michael about Diana. He just was in love with her. No doubt. He was in love with Diana. This is the memorial, as you can see. You must understand Mohammed, very sad, crying, and then we moved away into the clothing section. Michael liked this shirt, so he took it off the mannequin, and Mohammed gave him the shirt. And I don't know why I bent a spoon for Michael here. Somebody wanted me to bend a spoon. This is in the antique section of Harrods, and there was this weird, bizarre antique reading chair. Michael sat in it. In the music section, the DVD and CD section, I discovered a box with 100 most renowned and famous pianists. And I noticed that one of my closest friends, Byron Janis, who lives in New York, his name was on the box, so his CD was in there. So I called Byron, and I said, Byron, here is Michael, talk to him.
Hi, Byron.
Hi, Michael, how you doing?
How are you doing? We're sitting here looking at it's a really incredible box. It's huge. And it's a great honor to have you in here. It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's a huge thing. It really is. It's like a big...
They got a lot of parents for 100 years, I guess.
Yeah, it's a great honor for you. It's amazing.
But look, Michael takes his time. This is the miracle of Michael Jackson. He had time for everyone, no matter who, what position, who they were. He just pleased everyone. He didn't have to, but he did.
Michael's visit to London had been a triumph, but his friendship with Uri was about to be rocked to its foundations. Uri had been asked by journalist Martin Bashir to introduce him to Michael. The documentary that followed would create headlines around the world. In 2002, Uri Geller and Michael Jackson were firm friends. Michael had visited Uri twice. He'd even been best man when Uri renewed his wedding vows. But 3 years earlier, during one of their first meetings, Uri had wanted to put his mind at rest about child abuse allegations made against Michael.
In the last half hour, Michael Jackson's lawyers have agreed a huge cash settlement with the boy who says the singer abused him.
In 1993, Michael had been accused of molesting a 13-year-old boy, Geordie Chandler. And as Uri prepared to embark on a friendship with Michael, he found an opportunity to ask him about those allegations.
He said to me suddenly, this mind power that you have, Uri Geller, can you send it to me? Can I feel it? And also, there's some food I eat, and I don't want to eat junk food. Can you make me not eat it? And then I said to him, look, Michael, I used to be a hypnotist in Israel before I became famous for my spoon bending. Will you allow me to hypnotize you? And he said, wow, yes, can you really hypnotize? There was that streak of suspicion in me. I had to get rid of that, and that's why I suddenly confronted him under hypnosis. I asked him, Michael, did you ever touch a child in an inappropriate manner? And Michael answered immediately, no, I would never do that. And then I asked him, well, why did you pay off Jody Chandler? He said to me immediately, I had enough. I couldn't take it anymore. You know, I brought him out of the trance. He never knew this. To me, this was a private validation that this poor man is innocent.
But allegations of child abuse would return to haunt Michael years later. In 2002, Uri received a phone call from journalist Martin Bashir, the man who had famously interviewed Princess Diana. He wanted Uri to introduce him to Michael so he could make a documentary.
I said to myself, wow, you know, Michael loved Diana so much that maybe this is the right guy. This is the right person. I mean, he did interview Princess Diana, for goodness sake. And I thought, this is great. And I took Martin Bashir to the hotel. We sat in the lobby, and then I introduced Michael to Bashir in his room. I introduced them, and I left them.
Do you come out here on your own?
Yeah.
How often?
All the time.
You just come out on your own?
Yes.
What, and go on a ride?
Yep.
The documentary that followed made headlines around the world. But from Michael Jackson's point of view, it was for all the wrong reasons. During the period of filming, Michael had dangled his baby son blanket from a hotel balcony in Berlin. And later in the program, Michael had been filmed holding a boy's hand at his Neverland ranch. He admitted sharing his bedroom with children.
They make that sexual. It's not sexual. We're going to sleep. I tuck them in. I put a little music on, and do a little storytelling. I read a book. It's very sweet. Put the fireplace on. Give them hot milk. You know, we have little cookies. It's very charming.
Just months after broadcast, the boy filmed with Michael would accuse him of abuse. Michael was arrested and handcuffed.
In my opinion, this interview could have been fantastic for Michael. But Michael did a few mistakes while Bashir was interviewing him. One, he sat there with this kid, holding hands, very innocently, very lovingly, not thinking what I've told him so many times, that the world doesn't see that the right way. The world gets suspicious. It's unacceptable. Two, that Michael said something about the kids, tucking them in bed, giving them milk, and he doesn't say it's totally innocent, because it was innocent. Michael was saying the truth, not thinking that the world doesn't see it that way.
During the trial that followed in 2005, the star looked frail, the strain on him evident. Uri appeared on TV to plead Michael's innocence.
I know for a fact that there will be thousands of fans helping him. They will attend, and I also hope that Michael Jackson knows how to dip into the pool of tangible consciousness of his fans and derive the positive energy and the love that he will be getting from them.
Finally, after a 5-month trial, Michael was acquitted. but it seemed his friendship with Uri was over.
So after that documentary, it was